Hello, today we are solving May 2024 paper unit 2. Okay, question number 1. So question number 1, PHPLC is to start producing acid at its chemical factory on 1st July 2024. The following information is given, okay, is available for the production of acid at the chemical factory for the period 1st July to 30th September. July, August and September, for the 3 months they have given. To produce the acid, it requires two chemicals, X and Y, and water. The acid is produced using the three inputs X, Y and water in this ratio. So this is the amount of they require for each of the components. The cost of the inputs are given, okay, and the credit terms given by the three suppliers are also given. Now the cost of the for the X liter, Y liter and water is given here, okay, and the credit term for the three suppliers are also given. Then full advantage is taken by of the credit terms. Then it says that what is the budgeted amount it is expected to produce each month. It is trying to produce some 44,000 liters of acid per month. You are the cost accountant for PHPLC and have to prepare the budget. So the first one is prepare the following budgets for each of the 3 months, July, August and September for PHPLC. First one, they want you to prepare purchases budget in liters and purchases budget in pounds. Okay, this is the thing they need to prepare. Now let's prepare the purchases budget in liters. How much of liters they have to buy, okay, to produce this much of liters of acid per month. Okay, is the question. I want to produce a total of 44,000 liters of month. How much of X chemical I have to buy, how much of Y chemical I have to buy, how much of water I have to buy, so that I can produce and make 44,000 liters of acid per month. So let's calculate for each month. Okay, for the July month, okay, I see that the proportion is given. Okay, this is a form of proportion. So the total 1 plus 2 plus 3, okay, the total of that proportion is equal to, okay, total ratio is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 7, that is equal to 10. Now how much of chemical X I have to buy, okay, what is the amount of chemical which will form the constitution for producing 44,000 liters, that it forms 1 divided by 10th, okay, 1/10 portion of the total 44,000 liters. I am going to buy 44,000 liters of acid, okay, liters of acid. So that is equal to 4,400, okay, so 4,400 liters I need. Now let's calculate for the chemical Y, okay, for the chemical Y it forms only 2/10 of that portion. So let's write the 2/10 of this total acid portion, so it will become 8,800 liters. Then I need the water, okay, water forms, okay, water is the third component. So water forms 7th, okay, 7/10 of the total portion of 44,000 liters of water. So that is equal to 30,800, okay, 30,800. So for the month of July, how much of chemical X I need? I need 4,400, 4,400, okay, and chemical Y I need 8,800, okay, so 8,800, and then water I need 30,800. So this will be the same for the month of August also, because they are planning to produce the same amount of acid each month, okay, for all the 3 months. If they give different amount of acid liters, then you will have to calculate proportion for each month. But here they said that they have kept it constant for all the 3 months. The total amount should be equal to 44,000 liters. Purchases in budget in pounds. How much of the cost it will be incurred for purchasing this much amount of liters? Okay, we have to see. Here they have given some information. So for the chemical X, okay, the per liter cost is 4.76 for all the 3 months. That's fixed. Then for chemical Y, it is 2.75 per liter, but it is rising by 4% on 1st September. So for July and August, it will be 2.75, but for the September, it will be 4% increase of 2.75. And for the water, it is 1.05 per liter, but it is raising by 5% on 1st August. So it will change by increase to 1.05 plus 5% in the month of August and in September. So the cost of water for September will be the same as in August. Okay, so now we have to calculate here. So we know the total amounts. Okay, this chemical X I need to purchase, and what is the cost? The cost is this much. Okay, cost, the rate is equal to this much. So rate is equal to this much. Now how much of the cost? Okay, the cost will be equal to, always the cost, purchases cost will be equal to the quantity required times the rate. Okay, how much of that is the general formula. So I know that I need to get 4,400 liters for the month of for 4,400 liters, and the rate is this much. So the cost will be equal to quantity, okay, that is 4,400, and the rate is 4.76. So that will be equal to 20,944. So that is a pound. Okay, this is the amount it's going to happen. This one is per liter. So for 4,400 liters, the amount will be this much cost for the chemical X. Now this 20,944 is going to remain the same because the cost is going to remain the same, and the quantity purchased is also going to remain the same. For all the 3 months, I only require the same amount to be paid for the chemical X. But for the chemical Y, it's changing only in the month of September. Let's calculate for the month of July and August. Okay, for July and August, let's calculate. So for the chemical Y, we know that it requires 8,800 liters. So 8 is equal to 2.75 pounds. Okay, it is equal to 2.75 pounds. So what will be the cost? So the cost for that month, okay, the cost, July cost is equal to 8,800 times 2.75. So that is equal to 24,200. Same. Okay, for the August rate, it is the same. So the cost will be the same. Okay, for the August cost. Then for the September, okay, we can see that for the September, for the chemical Y, okay, for the September, the rate is going to become 2.75 plus, okay, it is going to increase by 4%. So 4% of 2.75. So the September rate is going to become equal to of 2.75, it will be 2.86 pounds. Okay, it is going to become 2.86 pounds for the month of September. So what will be the cost? The cost is going to change. Okay, the cost is going to change. So 8,800 liters only is required, but it is going to become 2.86 pounds now. So the cost will be equal to, so that is equal to um, 25168. Okay. Next, for the water for the first one, okay, the amount of water that is required, we had already calculated the amount of water that had required. Okay, water that was required was 30,800. So let's write here 30,800 liters of water was required to form this acid. Now the rate, okay, let's calculate the July rate. Okay, for the July rate, water rate is 1.05. So 1.05. Okay, that was the July rate. So the July cost is going to be equal to the quantity, that is 30,800 times 1.05. So that value is going to be equal to 32,340. Okay, 32,340 pounds. Now the next one is in the August itself, it's going to increase by 5%. So let's increase the rate by 5%. Okay, so plus 5% of 1.05. Okay, so that is equal to, that is going to be equal to 1.1025. 1.1025. Okay, that is the cost. That's the rate, new rate that's going to happen because of the increase of 5%. Okay, in the month of August. So in the August cost, it's going to become equal to, okay, 30,800 times 1.1025. So that will be equal to 33,957. So it will become equal to 33,957. Okay. Then for the September, okay, July, or sorry, for this was for July. This one is for the August rate. Okay, August rate is going to change. Then next one is the September rate. So let's calculate the September rate. Okay, September rate is going to be equal to, again it will become the same 1.105, and so it will remain the same cost because the quantity is the same. So September cost is also going to be equal to 33,975 because of the increased rate. Now let's write the water cost. In the first month it will be 32,340 pounds it is required. Okay, the cost. For the second August month it is going to become 33,957. The company has to allocate this much amount of cost for each month to make this and purchase these quantities and allocate. Now let's calculate the total. So 20,944 plus 24,200 plus 32,340, that is going to be equal to 77,484. Okay, 77,484. Then let's add up these. 20,944 plus 24,200 plus 33,957. So this value is going to be equal to 79,101. Okay, 79,101. And for the September month, let's add up 20,944 plus 25,168 plus 33,957. It is equal to 800. Okay, 869. Okay, 80,069. So these are the total purchases cost for purchasing all these chemicals and making 44,000 liters of acid, okay, during the 3 months. Then the next question is, prepare the trade payables budget in pounds showing the amount owed to the supplier at the end of each month for the 3 months July to September. So let's see what are the credit terms offered by the suppliers. There are 3 suppliers who are going to supply these chemicals and water, and they are Xerox PLC, Yolanda PLC, and Zephyr Water PLC. So, and all of them offer different types of credit terms. So what does our trade payable become at the end of each month? They want us to calculate. So Xerox PLC, it only sells for cash and supplies Chemical X. So for Chemical X, it is just cash payment. So the trade payables, you need not maintain. Okay, you're going to you have to pay upfront in cash and purchase. So there is no trade payables for Chemical X. For Yolanda PNC, it gives 1 month credit and supplies Chemical Y. So for Chemical Y, we need to start maintaining the trade payables, okay, for Yolanda PLC. So let's prepare that for the first month, okay, the credit, okay, what is the amount I owe to this person when he gives, okay. I need to pay for Chemical Y 24, okay, 200, right? So I have to pay 24, 200. He gives a 1 month credit, means the end of the month I can still have 24, 200 credit, okay, at the end of the month. Then for the second month, okay, I always can maintain 1 month credit. Only if I need to purchase extra, I can, okay, but before the next month I will have to settle. So at the end of the month I can still see 24, 200 alone to be 24, 200, and this one is the last one is 25, 168, okay, 25, 168. So this month, a 1 month credit I will always try to maintain. Then for the water, Zephyr Water PLC gives 2 months credit and supplies the water required. So in the first month, I need to purchase 32, 340. So I will be given that credit, okay, that credit limit. So I will have this much. And at the second month, I need to purchase 33,957, as well as for the previous month is still, it will happen. So for the August month, okay, for the water, 2 months credit is given, credit. So which means that, okay, so for the August month, okay, August month, it will become equal to 32,340, okay, still I can have, I need not pay, and I need to purchase some more, that is 33,957. So the total value I can still maintain, okay, as a credit. So I need not pay in cash, okay, I just can have it on credit terms. So 33,957. So I'll be able to have, that is equal to 66,297 in my books, okay. So this value of amount I can still owe to them, and still I'll be able to get that amount of water, okay, water for making that chemical. So let's write here. So that is equal to 66,297, okay, 66,297. I can still owe them. Then for the September month, okay, but I can then for the September month, okay, 2 months credit, okay. So for the September month, okay, I can owe the previous month's credit still 33,957 plus this month's credit. This month I'll have to purchase 33,957, 33,957. So that is equal to, so I should have settled by that time 32,340, okay. So 33,957 times 2, so that is equal to 67,914. So I can still have this much amount, okay, I owe to them, because I still, okay, because the credit term says I'm allowed to have 2 months credit, so I need not pay upfront. I can still owe them, okay, 67,914 at the end of the month still, okay, it's possible. So and then still I'll be able to get my products, okay, they are saying. Then July, for the month of July, let's add up 24,200 plus 32,340, that is equal to 56,540. Okay. Then for the August month, 24,200 plus 66,297, that is equal to 90,497. Okay. And for the month of September, 25,168 plus 67,914, so that is equal to 93,008.